Hi, I'm Stephanie Hansen from stephaniesdish.com and Taste Buds with Stephanie, my show that runs on Fox. And we recorded an episode recently with my friend François from ZoëBakes where we made Pavlovas, which are basically meringues, right? So we had such a good time and I'm having a dinner party. I thought I would try it at home. Oof, this is gonna be interesting. This is not my recipe, this is Zoe's recipe. You can find it at ZoëBakes. And it is for mini Pavlovas. And we're gonna start with 5 egg whites. And let me just tell you, it took me a dozen eggs to get to 5 egg whites because one of the things she told me is it's very important that you don't get any yolk into the eggs. And I would get 3 done and then get to the other one. And I guess this is a learning lesson. I should have done them in individual bowls and then combined them, but I didn't. And so I kept having to start over. Anyway, I'll be having scrambled eggs for a week, which is fine. But I've got 5 egg whites. I've got 1/8 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. I've got 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, 3 tablespoons of cold water, 1 1/4 cups of superfine sugar. And the way I got the superfine sugar was I just whisked it up in a food processor. You can buy it superfine too. Then I have some vanilla. I have some cornstarch and some apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna have to look at my computer here. I've got my oven preheating to 275, and this is gonna make 8 Pavlovas, and she had me draw them on a parchment sheet, just so you can see that, 8 3-inch circles. So I did that, and I've got my oven preheating. These take a while to whip, so I'm gonna start whipping the egg whites in my mixer, the cream of tartar, which is here, 1/8 of a teaspoon of that. Oh, come on. And then also the salt until medium stiff peaks, okay? I don't know why, but baking is so hard for me, simply because I'm just not precise. With home cooking, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. While you're doing a baker's recipes, it's always harder. Now I'm making these for a dinner party, and Zoe's recipe says that you cook them in the oven until pale, about 15 minutes. Then you turn the oven down to 225 for another 30 minutes, and then you leave them in the oven overnight with the light on of the oven or for up to 5 hours. I am rushing it because my guests are coming at 6:30 and it's 2:30. So I'm going to cook them in the oven, turn the oven down and cook them. I'm going to leave them in the oven for a couple hours, but then I gotta take them out because I've got other stuff that I've gotta put in the oven for my party. So what I think is gonna happen is maybe they won't set up as crispy. I don't know, I'm gonna try it. My friend's gluten-free and I wanted to make a special dessert for her, so I'm going with it. I can see that the air is going into these egg whites because instead of being clear, they're now white. I'm way far away from soft peaks and time is of the essence, so I'm gonna speed up my mixer. Medium soft peaks, this could take a while, friends. So we've got soft peaks. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed at this point. So what I'm gonna do next is I am going to add the water slowly while whipping the whites on low speed. This is 3 tablespoons of cold water. I'm gonna drizzle in the sugar and then turn up the speed and whip until stiff peaks. And I do remember when we were making this, what stiff peaks looked like to her. So I'm kind of using that as my guide. Part of it is they get really glossy looking, almost like marshmallow fluff. And I've got that happening, so that's exciting. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's looking good. If I show you, the peaks are stiff, they're holding up. I'm going to give it 1 more minute and then I'm gonna start going by hand. Cornstarch, my apple cider vinegar, and my vanilla. And what Zoe did is she just kind of used the whisk and made sure she got everything incorporated. Okay. Hopefully that's gonna work. And I need 8 of these, so I have to portion accordingly. Okay, so puff one. I don't think I have enough there, but I'm just gonna go through, get all my puffs down, and then I'm gonna come back and make them look pretty. In her picture, she kind of mounds up the sides of them with a spatula and then fills the center. I don't feel like I have that technique, so I'm gonna show you what she did kind of with the back of a spoon. She created like a little well that you can put a filling in. My oven is preheated. I'm gonna try to like make little peaks with them. She made like a little indentation that we can use to have a sauce. Okay, and you can see I'm making like little nests that I can put the little sauce in. Okay, I'm getting my technique down. I will show you the final picture, and I will also have a separate video for the rhubarb strawberry sauce I'm gonna make. So stay tuned. You can find this recipe at ZoëBakes.com, and I will link to it in the video too. And I'll also link to the taste buds video where we made this so you can see how pretty it looks. She served yours with a lemon curd. I'm gonna do that as well. We'll see you soon.